Hi everyone, it's Rachael Merrick from Merrick Makings, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Queensland, Australia. Today I am doing a stack and cut triple treat card. So this is actually 3 cards created very simply. I have used the colours Pretty Parakeet, Parakeet Party, Fresh Freesia, and Pretty Peacock. That's what I was trying to think of. Okay, basically you just create your bases very similar. Take your 3 sheets of coordinating papers and use your colors from those. That's how you make your cards shine and look like they're matching. And I'm cutting these into thirds. They're not equal thirds, they are just a piece at the bottom, and then the top piece was cut in half as well. And you basically mix and match them so that all 3 cards look similar but different at the same time. So I have used the punch here, the bow punch, to create some leafy elements, I guess, and I'm using the heartfelt thanks. Or heartfelt hexagon, sorry, to create the thank you part of this card. So I'm inking it up, and all this is going to be added to my bases that I have created. So punching it out, I am using Memento Black. Just need it to sort of stand out a little bit, but the rest of the stamping is done in color. So you can see me here just stamping out the outline image onto basic white cardstock, and then I am punching it out using the punch. Very simple, a great way to do things. So the layering leaves is the stamp that I'm using. It says thank you so much. It's a great generic thank you stamp. I love the fact that it's got a mixed font, and we have got the Parakeet Party and the Pretty Peacock that I'm going to use on this one. So the Pretty Peacock, my stamp pad is a little bit dry, so I had to ink it up a fair bit, although I think it was more so the stamp, because it had plenty of ink on it when I did stamp it. So there I am, I'm popping on that sentiment to begin with, and all 3 cards are going to have exactly the same style of sentiment. So I did use the splatter stamp from the Fresh Freesia, and I'm going to go in with my blending brush and add some color just over where I did do that splatter. It just adds nice dimension to this part of the card. Because this is a fairly flat card, you want lots of interest when you can, and this is a great way to add it. So I'm going to also ink up the leaf punch outs that I have done as well, just on one side. Again, it gives dimension. And I apologize, this part's probably a little bit boring because it's repetitive, very repetitive, but you get the idea. Just ink it on one side with your brush, keep dabbling your brush into the ink so that you've got plenty of ink on there. And you can see it's going to go in that juncture where all 3 pieces of DSP do meet. I'm going to use some dimensional dots. Now don't forget, handy tip, to use all those edges. Make sure you don't waste any at all. Just chop them up and make them the correct size for the project that you want, and pop them on the back. So this is a really fast way to create a stack of cards that you need in a hurry. And of course, remember that when you're creating cards, people all different people are receiving them, so you don't have to worry about doubling up. They can all look very similar or be exactly the same, and it wouldn't matter. So for each one of these sentiment hexagons, I am adding the 2 larger leaf elements and that I've inked up, and then a smaller one that does come out with the punch as well, just on top, to just add that layering effect. So you've got the inked leaves behind and the small little buds on top. So you've got those 3 layers just all glued together. It's pretty straightforward. My fingers did get really sticky doing this one, because you do end up having to hold them on there and you get glue on there. That's okay. Just use a baby wipe and wipe your hands. And the dimensional dots make it super easy to add to your card. Now there's no ribbon or anything on this card. I think I do in the end grab some little pretty sequins to add just for a bit of bling, because a card needs a bit of bling. So I hope you give this technique a go. It's super easy. It creates a really fast way of getting some pretty cards out into the mail and using up your DSP that, like me, you probably hoard. So hope you give it a try. Make sure you let me know. Thanks for joining me, everybody. It's great to share all of these things, and I'd love to see what you do. Bye for now.